Hello science explorers, today we are going to learn about the life cycles of flowering plants. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the difference between flowering and non-flowering plants, the stages in the life cycle of a flowering plant, and the different parts of a flower. Let's get started. Part 1. Flowering and non-flowering plants. Plants are everywhere around us. Some plants have flowers, and these are called flowering plants. They often produce colorful and scented flowers. Examples include roses, sunflowers, and hibiscus. Other plants do not produce flowers. These are called non-flowering plants. Examples are ferns, mosses, and pine trees. Instead of flowers, they reproduce using spores or cones. So remember, flowering plants grow flowers, produce seeds in fruits. Non-flowering plants gives no flowers, reproduce using spores or cones. Part 2. Life cycle of a flowering plant. All flowering plants go through the same life cycle. This cycle repeats again and again. The main stages are 1. Germination. A seed starts to grow when it gets water, warmth, and air. Roots and shoots appear. 2. Growth. The plant grows bigger, develops leaves, and gets stronger. 3. Pollination. Pollen is transferred from the male part stamen to the female part carpel of a flower. This can happen through wind, water, or insects. 4. Fertilisation. After pollination, the pollen reaches the ovule inside the ovary. A seed begins to form. 5. Seed dispersal. Once the fruit is formed, seeds are spread to new places by animals, wind, or water. Then the cycle begins again. This is the complete life cycle of a flowering plant. Part 3. Parts of a flower. Let's look at the parts of a flower. 1. Petal, often colorful, attracts insects. 2. Sepal, protects the bud before it opens. 3. Stamen, the male part of the flower. It has the anther, produces pollen, and filament holds the anther. 4. Carpel pistil, the female part of the flower. It has the stigma, receives pollen. Style connects stigma to ovary, and ovary contains ovules that become seeds. Some flowers have both male and female parts, while others have only one. Review questions. Let's check what we've learned today. What is the difference between flowering and non-flowering plants? 1. What is the first stage in the life cycle of a flowering plant? 2. Which process happens when pollen is transferred to the female part of a flower? 3. Which part of the flower protects the bud before it opens? 4. What do we call the female part of the flower that contains ovules? Great job, everyone! Now you know the difference between flowering and non-flowering plants, the stages in the life cycle of a flowering plant, and the main parts of a flower. Don't forget to follow for more science lessons. See you next time.